Oceanicod, Kalele Chicago Kohig, Way Blevins, Dawaton, Hia, Tall Scosu Darlene Jalagia de Lo Costi, Hia, Jalagina Gine, RSU TV, we gonna new go gon. So welcome, my name is Wade Blevins. I'm very happy to be here. This is our 26th lesson, Cherokee lesson. This is Cherokee 4 here on RSU TV. So hopefully you're enjoying the lesson. What we're doing today is we're going to continue with the story that we started in the last lesson. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I really think that reading through stories, sometimes it can be very, very difficult because our writing system, while it's an incredible system and it's amazing and it's truly unique in the world, in that it was created by one man. However, it's an imperfect system, right? So sometimes reading somebody else's writing can be difficult because we don't know how they spell words, right? And so we have to play around with it. And I was actually speaking with an elder today, and we were talking about that. And she said, yeah, she said, I remember my dad would read the Bible at night. And she said, I would sit there and I would listen to him as he read the Bible. And he would take a sentence and he would read it, and he would read it, and he would read it again, and he would go through it again, and he would say it a little bit differently every time, and he would, play with the sounds and things like that until all of a sudden it would kind of be revealed to him. It would be, he'd be like, oh, this is what they're saying here, and I find that with most speakers that I speak to or that I talk to, they have similar stories. If they can read in Cherokee, they're, it's like, well, and I remember myself when I worked with some speakers on some translating things and things like that. Sometimes they would have to say it lots of different ways, and they would have to, and then finally they'd be like, oh, they're saying this. This is what they're saying, So, it's not a perfect system, but it is doable. The more we do it, the better we get at it. So anyway, I really find reading stories to be super helpful, when I'm trying to learn Cherokee. And you kind of get into a flow of it, right? So that's what we're going to do today. I'm not going to spend any time on anything else. We're just going to skip the other stuff, and we're going to go right into the story. And so I'm going to review what we did last time, and then we're going to work on the second paragraph of the story. Okay, so come. Idalena talagi dimoni. Okay, so as I said, we're going to skip through all of this because I really want to spend time on the story. All right, so again, I feel like it's important to know where these stories came from. This is Cherokee Stories. I told you in the last lesson where you can find them yourself. It's a huge volume. It's a bulletin done by the Bureau, and I'm sure this probably exists independently of that. However, that's a place that you can find it for free. So these Cherokee stories were written by Reverend Watt Spade and Willard Walker, with the help of Alec England, Juanita Crittenden, Lizzie England, Johnson Teehee, Sam Hare. The pictures were by Jim Redcorn, and this was done in Tahlequah in 1966. I find it really interesting because a lot of the people that are listed on here are from my community or from my area. So I really love that. All right, so again, here's the story that we're doing. It's not very long, right? It's 1, 2, 3 paragraphs long. Not super long, you know, if you were reading it in English, you could do it in a heartbeat, but, you know, because it's in a language other than English, then we have to spend some time sitting with it and working our way through it. So we did the first paragraph last time. This time we're going to go through this paragraph, which is quite a bit longer, but we can do it, right? If we work together, we can figure out our way through it. Now, there is one word in here that I've asked several speakers, and they're really unsure how exactly the word fits into this sentence and how it translates. But I will tell you kind of our best guesses, and luckily it's a word that isn't like vital to understanding what the story is. So anyway, so we're going to read through here. Read through it with me, okay? The title: Uwet Nulstani Dola Doxi on Kila Diski. Okay, so the old happenings of the turtle riders. So we're going to read this first sentence. Sawu iu walked na giyanid ani chuj ane dohe dohe ge sai dananelo hanskai. Okay, dananelo hanskai. Sawu iu walked one time na ki yanid 4 ani chuj boys ane dohe. They were at dohe, the woods. They were at the woods. Gesa were. Dananelo hanske. Dananelo hanske. They were playing. Dananelo hanske. Okay. U triste no uni gohe. U ton doxi aise. Okay. U triste no, suddenly. Uni gohe, they saw. U ton, big. Doxi, turtle. Aise, was walking. Okay. Then we're going to read this one. Ani chutano uwolti unelise iu no one kilatana doxi. One kilatana. So, ani chutano, then the boys uwolti unelise, they thought it would be fun. Iu no, if 1 kilatana, they got up on doxi, the turtle. So they went and if they then went and climbed up on the turtle, or went and rode. That's a better word. 1 kilatana, went and rode. Okay, or got up on it. Is probably better, I guess. All right. Dohi you know un kilane. So they and then they really got up on there. Un kilane. Un kilanano. They rode wudelika. We do wuk tane. They in the direction of the west. Okay. We had this, we do wuk tane. We had that before in, I think, Cherokee 3. So we do wuk tane means to turn in that direction, or to go in that direction. We do wuk tane. They headed wudelika. Wudeliga, the west. Wudeliga means where it goes down, right? Wudeliga. Okay, so that's, I think, as far as we got. Okay, here is the big long paragraph, right? So let's just take it one sentence at a time, one word at a time, okay? So this says, I'll give you a few seconds for you to read it yourself. So do your best, read through it yourself, just the first sentence. Okay. All right. I'll read through it. So this says, go he no, but I know that it's probably ko he no I da. Okay. So ko he no I da means then later, okay. Kohi, sometimes we say, and that's kohi iya, but this is kohi no iyud, iyud, kohi no iyud. So then later, u de so na hi. Okay, if we change the da to t, you might recognize it. U te so na. Or utusonahi. And that's an elderly man, an old man. Utusonahi. Gadoge. Standing. He was standing. Gadoge. Gadoga means he's standing there right now. Gadoge means he was standing in the past. Gadoge. Okay. Anai sai. Okay, so he was standing where they were traveling or where they were walking, right? Anaisa, they were walking. Anaisa, where they were walking. He ano, then this. He this, no then. So he ano, then this. Niduwe se le, niduwe se le, niduwe se le, niduwe se le. He told them. He told them. Ijatlohi, ijatlohi. You all get off. Ijatlohi. You all get off. So, ijatlohi. All y'all get off. So that's that first sentence, right? So how many of you understood at least a couple of words in the sentence? If you did, that's great. If you didn't, that's still perfectly fine. Some of these words we've had before. Some of these words we have not. Some of them we've had, but in a different form. So, and that's, I think, the hard part for speakers of English, because our language is not organized this way, right? So we have to change our brain just a little bit. He ano iya da uta sona hi gato ge ana I sai. He ano ni duwe se le I jadlo hi. Okay, the next one. Okay, I'll give you just a few seconds to read through it on your own. Read through it on your own. So this cle, cle, klesti means don't. Klesti, yejakila desti. Don't ride it. Don't ride it. Yejakila desti. Don't ride. Doxy, the turtle. Don't ride the turtle. Klesti yejakila desti. Doxy. Don't ride the turtle. No, but. No, but. Claw, no. You, na, dlose. You na dlose. But, you na dlose. Claw, you na dlose. But they didn't get off. Okay? So, you can see here, ichatlohi, yunadlose, okay? Because he's giving a command here, ichatlohi, all of you get off right now. This is talking about kla yunadlose, they, una, klaya is not, una, they, glose, they didn't get off, okay? Klesti, yejakila desti, doxy, no, kla, yunadlose. Okay, let's read the next one. He nuni we se, nuni we se. Oh, I forgot to give you time to read it on your own. Let me give you a few seconds to read it on your own. Okay, let's read through here. So, he nuni we se, u wo tlu di you. Okay, and again, hopefully you remember from before, u wo you, no ga dun na deg okay, no ga dun deg, no ga dun deg un du li una du li ske ino si gu ni ga ya I wu. Gu. I would say wu, but gu. Okay. He this. Nuni we say. They said. So they said. Or this they told him. Okay. You, it's really fun. And here's the word, no katun deg. I see this word. Let's just take a couple minutes to let's just take a few minutes to go through here. So Nokatan, let's go back through. Nokatan Deg. Okay, if I put it Nokatan. Okay. When I looked through it before, because I could do it in Cherokee, it brought up different, and that's also a tip. If you can't find what you're looking for on the online Cherokee dictionary, if you can do it in Cherokee in syllabaries, sometimes that helps. So, Nokatan Deg, like it feels fun, or it was a fun thing to do. It was a fun thing to do. And again, this is the word that, it really doesn't change the translation at all. Uwoltiyu, really fun. Unduli ino, and then they wanted, they unduli they wanted, no, then they wanted, siwu, to continue. Nikaya isakwu, to just go on. Okay? That word aisa, right? Aisa, walking. But I think in this Nikaya isawu means to just continue going. Just to continue going. Okay? So let's read back through it again. I know this is a weird sentence, but the best way to is they said that it was fun and they wanted to continue going on. They wanted to continue on doing what they were doing. Okay. Hi'a nuni we se uwoltiyu no katendega. Unduliske ino siku nikaya isawu. Okay. So let's read the next one. I'll give you a few seconds. I keep forgetting to let you guys do it. You guys can do this. So, you will learn a lot quicker if you try to do it yourself, and then I will go back through, and then as I go back through, you kind of check yourself, okay? So this says, U, de, so, na, he, no, okay? How would I change that? Of course, I would take the duh and I would say ta. Uta sona hino. Uta sona hino. Then the old man. Okay. Du sti ye. Du sti ye tane I. Okay. Dustiye tane. He begged them. Dustiye tane. He begged them. Okay, he pleaded. He begged them. Dustiye tane. Okay. I gewa dane diwu. Ni gewa Nigawa dun tiwu ge san e. Igawa dun tiwu begged them, begged what they were doing was unatlohisti to get off. So and then the old man begged them to get off from what they were doing. Okay, ego watan tiwu. Okay. So uta sona hino dustiye tane begged. Okay. Igawa dun tiwu. Igawa dun tiwu. Iga. So yeah. Begged if igawa dun tiwu, to just, if they were able to get off. Okay. So ikawadante, this ikawadante is means to be capable, right? So you know, to have the capacity to do it, ikawadante. So he begged them to well, he begged them to get off. That's, I don't know how else. So and again, this is one of those instances where in spoken Cherokee, there are words in there that we just wouldn't put in there in English, right? So unadlohisti, to get off, unadlohisti, to get off. All right, let's read through the next one, okay? Give you a few seconds to read through that. Okay, this one's fairly straightforward. Probably a lot of it you will understand. So let's read through it together. It says, He ano nuese. Okay. Doxy. Amegwohi. Duwuk didi. Ijadlohi. Nagwu. Okay. He ano this, and then this. Nuese, he said. Doxy. Amegwohi. Duwukdidi. The turtle is duwukdid. He's going in the direction amegwohi, of the ocean. He's going toward the ocean. Ijadlohi. Get off. Nagwu. Now. Okay. Probably we would say no gwu, or nagwu. Either way means get off right now. Okay. Let's read through it again. He ano nuese doxy amegwohi duwukdid ijadlohi nagwu. Okay, let's read the next one. I'll give you a few seconds to do it yourself. All right, let's read through it together. A, ni, chu, ja, no. Hi, a. Nu, ni, we, se, I. Ni, ga, Go, hu, sti. O, si, gu. Ge, se, sti. Ani, chu, cha, no. Hi, a, nu, ni, we, se. Ni, ga, go, hu, st, o, si, gu, ge, se, sti. Okay, ani, chu, cha, no. Then the boys, hi, a, nu, ni, we, se. They said this. Ni, ga, everything. Go, hoost, something. O, si, gu, ge, se, st, will be fine. So, it just says, and then the boys said, everything's going to be fine. Okay? O, si, gu, everything's going to be all right. Right? Ani, chu, cha, no, hi, anu, ni, we, se. Ni, ga, go, hoost, o, si, gu, ge, se, st. Okay? All right, the next sentence, I'll give you a few seconds to read through it yourself. Okay, so let's read through it together. This says, na, squoo, doxy, doxy, ame, guohi, yi, wu, lu, za, yi, wu, lu, za, yo, jolly, ta, du, ga, yo, jol, ta, du, ga, yo, jol, ta, du, ga, si, we nu, lu, jan, na, gu, we nu, lu, jan, na, gu, ame, guohi. Okay, na, squoo, besides, doxy, the turtle, ame, guohi, to the ocean, yiwulu, if he goes to the ocean, yojal taduga will jump off. Si, before, we knew lu janawu, before he gets there, ame guohi, to the ocean. Okay. We knew lu janawu. So na sku, besides, doxy, turtle, ame guohi, to the ocean, yiwu lu, if he goes to the ocean, yojal taduka, will jump off. Si, before, we knew lu jana, we knew lu jana, before it arrives, ame guohi, to the ocean. Okay, let's read through it one more time. Nasku taksi amegwohi yiwu luta yojal taduga asi winu luta nawu amegwohi. Okay, here is the last sentence of this paragraph. Let's read through it. Give you a few seconds to do it yourself, then we'll read through it together. Okay. All right. So this says, let's read it together. Do you know nigga wan kile gu no? Okay, nigga wan kile gu no. Okay, nigga wan kile uno, nigga wan kile uno, nigga wan kile uno, udeli ka. We would say udeli ka, didl, udeli ka didl, uta sona hino, das tawadise, oni. Okay. Do you know? And then really, nigga wan kile uno. They rode along udeli katid to the west. Uta sona hino, and then the old man. Das tawadise, he followed. Das tawadise, he followed them. Oni, behind. Okay? Das tawadise oni, he followed behind them. Okay? So that's the whole paragraph. Let's read through this paragraph together, and then we'll read through the whole story as far as we've gone, okay? Ko hino I da uta sonahi gadoge ana I sai hi ano niduwe se le I jadlohi Klesti ye ja killer desti daxi ox aseno tla unadlo se hi a nuni we se uwulti you no gatan deg unduliske ino sigu nigaya isawu uta sona hino dustiye tane igawa tane igawa dane diwu ke sai unadlohisti, unadlohisti. He ano nu we se, doxi, ame wohe, du didi. Ijadlohi nawu. Ani chujano, hi a, nuni we se. Niga gohusti o sigu gesesti. Nasku doxi ame gwohi iwu lu tsa yojal taduka asi winu lu jana winu lu janawu ame gwohi. Do you know niga wan kile niga wan kile wu no niga wan kile wu no u deli ga dil u ta sona hino dastawa dise oni. Okay. Now let's see if we can read through. Let's go back through. Okay, so here is the whole story. So we're nearly done, right? We've gone all the way to here. So we just have this little bit left, and we'll work on that the next time we go through it. I'll go ahead and I'll read through all the way to where we've learned, and then I'll go ahead and read through the rest, but we're not going to translate it until the next time, okay? So, read through it with me if you like, or you can just sit and listen. Uweti nulstani dola doxi ankila diski sagwu iu wakti nagi yanid ani chuja anedohei adohi gesai dan nanelo haskei dan nanelo haskei utlistino unigohe uton doxi aise ani chujano uwolti unelise iuno unkila doxi dohiuno unkila nei unkila nawu unkila nano udeliga widuwu tanei kohino iyada utasonahi gadoge anaisai hi ano niduwe selei ijadlohi Tlesti yejakila desti doxi ase no tla yunlose hia nuniwe se uwulti yu no gatan deg unduliske ino sigu nikaya isagu uta sona hino dustiye tane igawa dan diwu gesai unadlohisti hi ano nuwe se doxi ame gwohi duwuk didi I jadlohi nawu. Ani chuchanohi anuni we sei. Niga go hoost o siwu gesesti. Na skudaksi ame wohi. Yiwu luta. Yojal taduga. Asi. Winu lujan nawu. Ame wohi. Do you know Nigawan kila wuno wudeligdid utasona hino dastawa dise oni daksino amegwo wulute ani chuja unili tadinad unal tanidad dunuk tane aseno uninulane Julosten duwa hadose doxi dunina wida heno amego hawin dugo heno or dugo hano uta sonahi aktanahi at least you amayulti wulu zei ale no woti ikayo tane no amegwohi ani chuta geji stela he. All right, so that's the entire story. So so far, hopefully, part of it sounds familiar. If you've heard versions of this story before, there are a couple of versions that are now out in print. This is also a common story that is told at Gatillo and different places like that. So this version is fairly similar. However, it's a lot shorter. It doesn't go into as much detail. It doesn't talk about, when this was happening or anything like that. So when we come back next time, we'll tackle that last paragraph. We will translate it, and then we'll read through it, and we'll go through it several times. So anyway, from all of us here at RSU TV and Cherokee Nation, I just want to say wadon, jadoksas dest. Thanks.